Genesis 10. Nations descended from Noah. Now this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Teres. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. Please forgive me for mispronouncing these names. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these the coastland peoples of the Gentiles were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their families, into their nations. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabtecha. And the sons of Rama were Sheba and Dedan. Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria and built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Calah, and Resen between Nineveh and Calah. This is the principal city. Mizraim begot Ludim, Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim, Pethusim, and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistines, and Caphtorim. Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, the Jebusite, the Amorite, and the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Archite, and the Sinite, the Arvadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Afterward, the families of the Canaanites were dispersed, and the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar, as far as Gaza. Then as you go toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham, according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands, and in their nations. And children were born also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder. The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arphaxad begot Salah, and Salah begot Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan begot Almodad, Shelef, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Hazilah, and Jobab. Oh, these names are tough. All these were the sons of Joktan, and their dwelling place was from Mesha, as you go toward Saphar, to the mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem, according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands, according to their nations. These were the families of the sons of Noah, according to their generations in their nations, and from these the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. Okay, we're going to read commentary here. I don't know what much commentary here is for these names, but we are going to read the commentary here to conclude Genesis chapter 10. And commentary is coming from the Tony Evans Bible Commentary, so it can be helpful to think of Genesis like a movie. The author wants us to know the main characters, but he also fast forwards through other sections of the plot to move us from one key scene to the next. So even though a lot happened between Seth and Noah, the author fast forwards by using a genealogy. Here, he does it again, fast forwarding from Noah to the next big scene at the famous Tower of Babylon. As we skip through these centuries, however, we see God populating the earth and creating the multitude of nations. Japheth's descendants spread out to the north and west. Ham's descendants migrated to the area of Mesopotamia. Shem and his descendants became ancestors of the Jewish people. Even though God would focus his redemptive plan through one line, Shem's, this chapter reveals that God is a God of all nations. He cares for them all, and he has a plan to redeem people from every people group. Noah's son Ham had 4 sons: Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush was the progenitor of the Ethiopian people. This is validated by the fact that the names Cush and Ethiopia are used interchangeably in the scriptures. Mizraim was the progenitor of the Egyptian people, who are understood in scripture to have been a Hamitic people, and thus African. See Psalms 78:51. Also chapter 105 verse 23. Put was the progenitor of Libya. Canaan was the progenitor of the Canaanites, one of the most problematic foes of God's chosen people, the Israelites. In verse 8 through 12, we find a particularly important and powerful person named Nimrod, the descendants of Cush, who ruled in the land of Shinar. Nimrod eventually became the father of 2 of the greatest empires in the Bible and in world history, Assyria and Babylon. He was the first great leader of a world civilization. Nimrod's presence and accomplishments confirmed the unique and early leadership role black people played in the world history. Unfortunately, he also led the world away from God. Okay, so that concludes Genesis 10. Stay tuned for Genesis 11.